To be clear, this is not a complete vindication for the inmate. He was found guilty of obstruction, but he is now appealing that conviction while serving as his own attorney.
Don't you come in my room.
Stop resisting.
I'm not resisting.
Body camera video shows a confrontation between San Francisco Sheriff's deputies and inmate Jeffrey Eugene Walker back in March 2024. Authorities say Walker attacked the deputy, but by phone from jail, Walker tells me it was the deputy who attacked him after he asked to use the phone to make legal calls.
He grabs my left sleeve, and he holds it on my sleeve. Then he switches, grabs under my shirt, and punches me in my mouth, busting my lip.
Last week, a jury acquitted the 61-year-old former Soul Train dancer of misdemeanor battery of a peace officer. The jury did convict him of obstruction, and Walker is appealing. The sheriff's office had accused Walker of being among 8 inmates who attacked deputies at the jail in separate incidents.
That is absolute misrepresentation of the truth. They hid what happened to me. What they did to me was defamation of character. They made me look like I am a violent criminal.
Last year, Sheriff Paul Miyamoto said the spree of attacks on deputies led to lockdowns at 2 jails. The sheriff's union blamed poor working conditions and understaffing for the incidents. In court, Walker served as his own attorney. He says it was unfair for the sheriff's office to lump him in with other incidents.
Yes, the deputies work overtime. Yes, the deputies are tired, but nothing justifies any deputy to do what Deputy Wong did.
Walker has filed a federal civil rights lawsuit accusing Deputy Wong of excessive force. That case is still pending.
I would like the public to know it is time for change.
Now, the sheriff's and DA's offices declined to comment beyond confirming the details of the verdict because that case and others involving Walker are still pending. Live in the newsroom, Henry Lee, KTVU, Fox 2 News.
Henry, thank you.
Look like y'all got the Wong one that time, big dog. Got the Wong one. I'm Trailhand Bill, being racist from South Florida. Shout out to my Asian people, man. I was just in Georgia. Every time I go to Georgia, it's this spot I have to stop to and get me at least 2 shrimp egg rolls from the Asians. So shout out to y'all, man. Ain't no pressure, big dog. I like to have fun. Man, shout out to Eugene for standing up for himself. This is what I'm always impressing and preaching in my videos. Man, we ain't gotta lay down, stand down, or sit down and let these cowards treat us like we're their property, man. Like, in custody or out of custody, bro, they ain't got no reason to be attacking you. Like, I don't know what y'all saw, and I'm pretty sure that wasn't all of the video, but the Johnny, hey, Wong, you Wong for walking up to that man and pushing him. Maybe I ain't got my new glasses in yet. They should be in this week, Lord willing. Maybe my eyes seen the wrong thing, but that video definitely looked like you walked up to him pushing him, and he stood up for himself. And praise God, it went well for him this time. You know, I think we got to put more onus on American citizens, man. There are way too many of us who don't care about understanding that the cops aren't automatically right because they're Johnnies until it happens to us, until something happens to us as someone we love, and then we're able to see from objective perspectives. But you got to be old enough and wise enough, man, and just sound enough to know that nobody's right just because, whatever you're going to attach to that just because, and you need to have all the details of the cases. And too many times you got these coward Americans, and I call them law enforcement officers out of uniform and they don't have a career. Like, they just believe anything because like the teacher the Johnnies came to the school saying a security guard called him about a bomb threat, and the principal, I said teacher, principal and the secretary didn't want him in the school. And they told the cops, like, yo, this is our school. We have protocol according to the school district we have to follow. And that protocol says we don't got to let y'all in. This ain't no immediate threat. This ain't no school shooting. We have this under control, and we don't trust y'all or believe that you have anyone's safety in mind here. I love that. If you ain't seen that video or heard about that story, just go. I forgot where it was at, but you can check my channel or Google some keywords, man. Principal refuses to let police in school. Then they get mad about it. It says people need to have more respect for officers and be more accountable for their actions or some bullshit like that. So I'm a fan of those Americans. I'm not saying, like, yes, I am. Cops are guilty until proven innocent. But if they can prove they're innocent, then, you know, we go with the facts. We don't go with our misguided emotions and biases. So I just think we need to put more onus on Americans as it pertains to this situation. Mr. Eugene is right. The American public needs to know what's going on, which is ludicrous and crazy to me because it's not like we don't from the beginning of time. when it was just happening primarily to one demographic of people, which was my people, black Americans, to now when we all Negroes. How in the hell does the American public not want to know what's going on? So I'm going to reel that back in a little bit and say, it's not that they need to know what's going on. They need to stop overlooking what's going on. I'm just not a fan of it. And I'm always reference this too. If you watch my videos, you know at the time I was policing the jail Johnny outside of Walmart. And she's pretty petite, nice, hospitable young lady. And a lot of the people in the comments, even some of my regular viewers, and y'all know, have your own opinion, man. I'm not telling you to agree with me, but damn, make some sense. They like, leave her alone. She's not one of the police. And I'm like, man, what the fuck y'all talking about? It's like 12 stories right now of jail Johnnies being convicted or not being convicted because they killed inmates. They work for the sheriff. How the hell are you not a Johnny? And they get the same qualified immunity. We watched the video of this man pushing this dude, and then he say, oh, well, he attacked me, so we're going to charge him. And how childish and immature can your 3-year-old grown ass be? You're adult toddlers. There I go, I don't want to curse. You're adult toddlers. We're tired because we work overtime in this poor jet. You stood at that damn podium or wherever you said that shit at as a grown man and said that. They cannot control their damn selves and stop themselves from acting like violent animals because they're tired and they have to go to work a little more. Raise your damn hand if you work overtime on your job. Raise your hand if you're tired. Raise your hand if your job is now understaffed or always overstaffed or sometimes understaffed. Raise your hand if you work in less than perfect conditions. Do that mean you get to assault anybody and treat them like your farm animal and beat them at the wheel and then blame them when they stand up for themselves? Man, y'all don't get y'all ass out of here. Man, once again, shout out to this dude for protecting himself. Shout out to the Americans on whatever jury that was that looked at the facts and judged them as they were and then just go with a Johnny because they're a Johnny. And man, not shout out to these lazy coward cops for always having whatever damn excuse they can come up with to not be accountable for their actions and to not behave like adults. You're lucky that's all that happened to you, whatever the hell happened to you, because I didn't really see him do a damn thing to you. I seen you assault him, and somehow y'all ended up blaming him for it. Y'all ass out the chain, big dog. Once again, we have a situation where the only time we can't believe the video footage is when it's telling the truth about these cowards. I think Mr. Eugene said it best.
The deputies work overtime. Yes, the deputies are tired, but nothing justifies any deputy to do what Deputy Wong did.
That's pretty much the only Americans worth being around. The ones who understand that. Thank you if you made it this far. If you liked the video, feel free to hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it. If you care to go a little further than that, maybe even subscribe, hit the notification bell. Check out a few of the other videos on the channel. Either way, y'all be safe.